Yeah. Well, this is going to get interesting. I don't know. I'd love to believe that Dignitas come back, but I haven't seen anything. I know we had some one-sided games yesterday, but I'm not feeling this the same way.
That's the formula. You win on your opponent's map, you lose on your, you lose on your mapping. That's just how this thing works.
Listen, I'd be happily surprised if Dignitas VIE show up for the second map and really just blow it out the park, but I'm not sure it's really going to happen. We'll find out right now. Mad Lions on the T side. Freiburg already nice headshot there, almost lining up for Harry. He could have got a big double there, but Shush instead will chime in, and just like that, the bomb is going to be planted, and somehow Mad Lions made their way onto the A side.
You hear the air horns, dude, from that 360 headshot from Refresh?
Yeah.
Just styling on him in this pistol round, dude. That is unbelievable. So he trying to take point here, trying to create some room for Forrest to work with. Forrest has got that kid at least, and they are going to try and take this fight, but that is such a hugely disadvantageous angle. It feels like your head is just 10 times bigger when getting shot at from the bottom. It's like nothing but headshots every time.
Yeah, it is not easy, is it? And I think Forrest was looking for someone to peek over at the vent, so he's expecting someone to go there, but none of that worked out. So good start for Mad Lions. Although this is a map notorious for having second round upsets because of the close quarter combat and all the rest of it. Could definitely go wrong. They do have 2 Mac 10s on the Mad Lions side, which I think is a good pickup. Try and see if you can find out where the stacks are happening and if there are any traps that are set up. I think that's all worth it.
I like this balance, yeah. It's usually like 1 or 2 SMGs. It's when they start getting into 3 or 4 SMGs that I start thinking this is you're never going to make that money back. It's kind of silly. But, 1, 2 SMGs, use them as scouts, as you say. And then you have the AKs to carry over into the next round. It's still a solid approach here from Mad Lions. Hooksy has not been pushed aggressively. He's about to walk into Forrest, though. Things are going to get nasty for him. Yep. Just obliterated Forrest with the instant death. Shush, though, is going to trade it right on back. There's ramp open for business. Halzerk's going to have his time to shine. He gets a body shot on Shush and falls back. Going to stumble things just a little bit here as Mad Lions are going to try and make progress down onto the lower site. 2 players already rotated down here for Dignitas, though. Make that 1 as Freiburg falls. And there are still 2 there, actually. The quick rotation coming through here. So Dignitas looking to pounce as soon as this bomb gets planted.
I mean, they have so much time here, Mad Lions, and they're spending it really well. Not just, instantly rushing for the bomb plant or anything else like that, but making sure that they're not getting weirdly flanked. They have used their final smoke, which means now bomb plant at least will be slightly trickier. There are so many entries into the site, and that's definitely what they're worried about. Nice shot from Forrest here. They know where the second player is. Refresh feeling really uncomfortable in this position. I don't really blame him for it either. A little bit more safe now, maybe. Oh, he's going to take down Forrest. That's not bad. He's handling himself very well at the moment. And Harry, without the armor here, well, the head armor, he's still going to be able to get that headshot in, but they will be able to take him down. I was going to say, the problem with not having head armor and you're peeking right in the frame of that door is that even if they just wallbang you, you're still going to be fairly dead. So, close round, incredibly close for Dig. And actually, I almost thought they were going to go for it. But I'm seeing 2 Zeus pick up. Can we have the run boost finally? I don't ask for a lot, Samna, but run boosted Zeus has been on my wish list for a long time.
Yeah, I know. You don't have a soul, Anders. It's just more Zeus play, really.
Listen, that's what we all deserve. That's what we need. This weird time. There we go, Freiburg. And it's A-core as well. Oh, that is so worth it. Well done.
So they take down A-core. We're still going to have double AK. And we are still going to have the Mac 10s as well. So just moving on down here for Mad Lions onto the lower side. Oh, man, Forrest. He just continues to just hit shots. Looking for another one? Not this time. Shush will take him out. But he's just getting those taps.
No. Oh, he had the right idea. He would have had it.
Mm-hmm. So 3 survive, 2 AKs, a Mac 10.
You do have to question the there we go. It's amazing. If we can get a slow motion, because the sound, that's the best. But you have to question the wisdom anyway of firing a taser inside of essentially like a metal tunnel event like that. I could imagine that it will not.
Maybe that's why he turned away. He realized he had to get outside.
Yeah, it's like don't do it. 3-0 in favor of Mad Lions. That's not really that significant. Again, it's just winning the pistol and then sort of barely surviving the follow-up rounds. We'll see if they can deal with the rifles that have come out now from the CT side. Roy very quick and actually pushing through. Forrest catching that. It's still, I think, a cool idea for a move there. And somehow A-core also catching Forrest to the smoke. So strange start out in the yard here.
Trying to force it there, Forrest. Trying to look like he was trying to really get lucky again. And Acor was there to trade, although Acor has dropped down to 7 HP. One detail to note is that these guys are just... Oh, they do not cut many corners, although as I say that, refresh, unfortunately for him, Heath holding in a bit of an off angle there. Will catch him looking the wrong way. But they chuck away the MAC-10s, and they have those AKs still in play here.
Quick bomb plant would be super helpful.
Yeah.
Dig have that one smoke on Holzerk. Again, you also need the smokes for defusing. And speaking of which, there isn't a kit picked up at the moment, so actually this timer is kind of scary, and they're all retaining from the same position. They have a Molotov as well. Could be trouble for Hughes. Shush waiting on the one side there. Smoke goes up towards the window. Molotov goes really deep. And again, that clock is ticking so heavily against them right now. It might not seem like it, but they've got to get in and try and find everyone and defuse the bomb at 10 seconds. That's not even getting close to happening. Excellent spray down coming through there. Hooksy with a triple kill. Holzer gets another one. And again, he has to back up no matter what here. So I understand Acor wanted to make it more expensive, but that is a 4th round for Mad Lions.
Dude, that's nuts. Hooksy kills 3 of them on that retake.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And it's nothing that they could have really done. Like, you have to guess where you're going to throw that Molotov. If they put it right where he was, probably would have turned out at least a little bit closer. But the lack of kits as well, I mean, that was going to be a hard round to retake in no matter what. I've seen some cool rounds and some great plays out of Holzerk, but I haven't seen the AWPing out of him that I would really want.
I think we're still waiting to see him really hit his stride.
Yeah.
Because he probably lost a lot of confidence with all the pressure that was on him when he first joined the roster, how he was just completely outperforming everybody else.
What was that, Molotov?
That was awkward. That's led to them taking a lot of damage. This is going to soften them up for the pistols here. Eco round for Dignitas. Of course, Hauser held onto that AWP. But with 2 players already getting tagged up on Mad Lions, that actually makes them pretty vulnerable here versus Dig. 4 is going to get flashed in. Manages to find the one. Acor there to trade. But it's Freiberg getting the drop. And 4 is going for the wrap. Not going to get it. Shush is definitely turning into Forest Black Beast. But, or his like, what, Wolf or something? What is that? Damn, I can't remember off the top of my head.
Listen, regardless, it's a 2-on-2.
Dark Horse? No, it's not a Dark Horse.
The trauma is, I know exactly what you want to say, but
you know what I want to say.
I don't know either.
Where's Dundgren when you need him?
Up in the green room laughing.
Probably just laughing at me right now, yeah.
45 seconds, 2-on-2. Nuke is a really unforgiving map for the CT side for these kind of scenarios because, you know, if they're out of position, and they definitely are right now, closest is going to be the vent drop to get down here. But again, it's just not easy. They have to sort of gamble a little bit, and now they're going to know, hold on, it's going to be downstairs instead. Now, they will have that up on Heap. If he could land a shot, it's a 2-on-1, and then it's super doable. He's got the right idea. Yeah, just set up on one side. He's got to be careful that he doesn't actually get pushed here, and he will. Refresh 1 step ahead on that one. Now Freiberg in a 1 versus 2, and he misses the chance. Another, I mean, just just 5 rounds of really close Counter-Strike, which Mad Lions have all won. That is in itself demoralizing. It
is worth mentioning. I mean, the thing is, we do have to mention the fact that some of these players here on Dignitas, it's their first big crack, and there's $1 million in this prize pool that these guys are playing for. This is a no-joke tournament. The biggest tournament some of these guys are going to be competing in so far in their career. So there's a lot of pressure, and that may be what is, I mean, maybe, pretty sure that is what is impacting Dignitas right now on an individual level, having a difficulty to perform. This isn't Mad Lions' first rodeo. I mean, this certainly isn't Forrest and Freiberg's first rodeo. But, you know, for Heath, Harry, it's a tough situation for them because they're probably feeling the nerves a little bit.
Yeah, and I mean, maybe especially worse when you then get beat up on that first map and, you know, you don't quite get the start you want on the second one here. Harry in a good position. They're pushing through right in front through the smoke. It's a beautiful double lineup that he's got himself. And that should slow things down just a bit. Shush actually, yeah, picking up the bomb on just 22 health and deciding, you know what, vent it is. I don't think that's what they originally wanted to do, but now that he's here, might as well just roll the dice and see if you can go for it. Does have a Molotov, so he could buy a tiny bit of time. He's low on health, so keeping it alive for a long time could also be quite risky. He's already put it out on the one side there. Hooksy waiting for Freiberg, and that had to be a kill, and it probably should have been.
Really, really, really should have. Because now Acor's got a long way to rotate down. Looks like they realize this Dignitas, and it's going to be on Shush. He gets overwhelmed immediately by Halzerk. They know where Acor's playing from as well. Freiburg gets picked, but that was all they needed, the information, because in a 1v3, it's impossible for him to win out. He is going to go down. Bomb will get defused. And yeah, they have a kit. So it will be Dignitas finally breaking that streak. And it's also worth mentioning, I mean, Anders, that I believe this is Vendetta's first time as a coach as well. So there's a lot of changes going on here with this Dignitas roster, where before Vendetta was the analyst. Now he's definitely shifted more into that coach role, a lot more on-the-spot kind of responsibility for him. And so there's going to be a lot of, I mean, fine-tuning going on with this Dignitas roster.
No doubt about that. Yeah, it could be just early days. But winning that first round, I mean, that is that's going to help out. I do get a bit nervous thinking about what would have happened if Hughes had actually got that kill on Freiburg, because that could have absolutely changed everything. So still, it was a good win, but not necessarily as confident as you'd maybe want, just given that little mess up there. All right, a nice little jump spot, and Freiburg, a lot of people in front. He's eventually going to get traded, and so will Harry there. So bomb plant yet again. That would be huge for them. They do have a grenade, but not in time here. Hooksy going to go for the swing, straight up fight. I think he had to pretty much do that. Grenade, I don't think will kill Forest either. So yeah, 1 versus 3 for Acor.
What a shame! It just barely catches the edge of the wall. That could have gone off right in Forest's face. Instead, now all 3 players for Dignitas know where he's coming from, and it's going to be impossible for him to win out. So there we have it. Diffuse, plenty of time, and a second round on the board here for the CT side on Dignitas. They're all going to have AKs. They have that AWP as well in the hands of Halzerk, and things are starting to look up for the Swedes and Norwegians. Mad Lions, the Danes, are doing work of their own, though. They are now going to have, after that round of eco and a bomb plant, I mean, you can give it to Mad Lions. They're pretty consistently getting that bomb planted. It's looking pretty good for them. They're getting onto bomb sites, they're getting bomb plants, which means their money is always going to be just super solid, because that bonus money, even if you lose a round, it starts adding up.
It is making life a little bit easier for them at the moment. But a second round on the board. Early wall of smokes outside. They've been doing this really a lot, where they keep pushing to this side of the map just almost immediately. Roy going to be going down, caught right at the edge of that red container. So maybe, I mean, I like the early wall, but they're so fast they actually run there before the wall is even down, and maybe that's a little bit too aggressive. Hooksy also getting caught by Freiburg. I think they might be. Yeah. They might need to slow that down just 3 seconds there, Mad Lions, and at least it's more reasonable.
Yeah, the change of pace might be working against them. You can go for these very aggressive kinds of plays, but you still need to keep it tight. If you start loosening up, you get a little bit sloppy. And a team like Dignitas will make you pay for that.
Yeah, but it should also mean, like, if you go through the effort of throwing down the wall of smokes, then wait until it's up, right? Don't push before it's up, then it's not going to do anything. Nice shot from Halzerk up there to take down Refresh, leaving Acor alone. And again, now they just need to take a deep breath and not throw it away. He's the one that has to pick up the bomb, go and plant it, and all the rest of it. And while he's doing that, you know, you should have a pretty good shot at finding him. He will have actually just cleared his way out, but I'm sure, yeah, there's the find for Heath. He's just in the right position. So no bomb plant, and still, again, Dignitas staying alive with 3 members. It is slowly trending in the right direction.
Yeah, they're starting to get that money rolling, so they'll have a little bit more of more room for error here, Dignitas. But also just some confidence, you know. It's it's showing that these Mad Lions have just been ripping them to shreds for about a map and a half now. It turns out that they can bleed in the end, and perhaps Dignitas can get that rug for their library after all.
Yeah, I mean 5-3. That's I think it's suddenly a very, very open map here.
Not many lions in Denmark, though.
No, we don't have any dangerous animals really. We've got rid of all of them somehow, or maybe they just don't. I don't know.
Yeah, Sweden, not many either. Oh, there we go. Forest and Halzerk. Again, these challenges out in Yard. Forest, this is his bread and butter. He'll take these kinds of duels all day long. Roy will take his head off, but still, he did his work, and that sets it up for Harry as well to come in and collect the 4th round, saves the AK. So super solid anti-eco there from Dignitas, just having a good time. And now let's see. Mad Lions, I like this. The timing, this is the kind of stuff you can expect from a coach like Peacemaker. Impeccable timing for a tactical timeout. Could sense perhaps that in the last buy round they were starting to get a little sloppy, starting to make some uncalled for errors there, Mad Lions. And so now is the time to slow it down, let the team kind of breathe for a second.
It's been 4 in a row here, right, for the CT side. 2 of them have been defuses, 2 of them have just been kills here. And they've had a good amount of people surviving those rounds, so they've built up a decent economy. So if Mad Lions want to get through and like, if they want a really stunning first half here, then it would probably involve winning the next 2 in a row. Then you'd collapse that Dignitas VIE economy, and then things are starting to look a little bit brighter again. But it's kind of hard to do that. You can't just, obviously force that out. A-Core's got that AWP, and he's been real quiet with it. He's had some kills, but nothing at all like what we were seeing on Overpass. So that would be a great trick if they could pull him out and have him just clean up, 1 or 2 rounds here. Forest again playing aggressive out near the red container, behind the smokes there. And I don't know if they know. Doesn't seem like anyone is currently quite thinking about it. Some scoping going on. Forest will definitely hear that, but there is a teammate there with him, and they're not actually watching at all. Forest, the timing. He's lined it up. He's going to go for the spray. Oh! Somehow A-Core is just quick enough, and Forest needed that straight headshot, and that is going to be painful.
I cursed him, Anders. I'm sorry, Forest.
Yeah, he definitely did.
That spray just was painful to watch. Heath, though, going to be able to bring one back. Gets a second. Beautiful work there from Heath, doing exactly what he needed to do. His team actually needed 2 kills to bring it back to a 3-on-3 and give themselves a fighting chance here in this round. And so now it is going to be refreshed. He checks for the flank. This is outrageous. Now Freiburg alone, but not for long. A-Core sends him to rejoin, join up with the rest of his team.
Refresh actually got 2 of those kills because they went hunting for him, and he was just standing still waiting and saying, all right, cool, I'll slow this down and see what happens. That was a huge round.
It's disgusting that he hits that.
Yeah. Well, 11th round coming up. They have put some, all of their money into this round here on the Dignitas VIE side, and they will, I don't know, they have to win this round. Otherwise, Mad Lions are suddenly, really far ahead.
This is where it's that kind of make or break where Mad Lions can actually break their spirits. Because it was starting to look up, it was starting to look good, and if Mad Lions start chaining rounds together again, get up to that 7, 8 rounds T side, it's going to get pretty bleak for Dignitas. And so Dignitas VIE, let's see, now's the time to stand tall. Shush is going to annihilate Heath, but Halzerk was there for a trade, takes down Roy. Halzerk knows where Shush is, Flash is there to try and create some room, and that buys enough time for Refresh to be the hero. Forrest and Freiburg trying to work as a duo out here, but it's just not panning out for him just yet.
That is such a massive risk to take, isn't it? If you're Halzerk pushing in front of the Molotov, he obviously was hoping he could catch him, and it's unlikely that that the player in the corner there, that Shush, would have actually watched for it. A-Core patiently waiting. He gets one, expecting another one perhaps. But the bomb is out there by the red container. Forrest is here with the M4. Could he save the day on his own? It feels like that's maybe what we're up against here, but he does get spotted. Oh, Hooksy just taking an extra second, and maybe also Forrest turning for the flashbang there made him a little bit more visible. Freiburg now on the flank, but yeah, this is an absolute disaster. I'd say if I'm Freiburg, almost just go and find that AWP over by ramp.
Yeah, see if you can go and save it.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to be ever worth it.
Or you try and kill A-Core and take his AWP, Anders.
Yeah, well, he can't be killed, apparently.
Of course, like, A-Core just did a whole, kobold kind of impression there, no take Candle, in which case Candle would be an op, right? But that did not happen at all. And that is going to put Dignitas into a absolutely terrible situation economically.
Yeah, they really are in a lot of trouble right here. They surely must be feeling it.
And so that's the tack timeout getting called here by Dignitas, in fact. Interesting that they decided to call it before the round of eco and not afterwards. I guess you just got to stop the beatings at some point, right?
Yeah, every team has their own approach to this, right? Like, there are some teams that just, they call it now, and then they plan for this round, but the following round.
Well, Anders, what do you think of this this wrap job on these gloves here? I don't know. You would know. You're a boxer. All that.
Yeah. No, I don't think they've done a very good job.
They haven't done a very good job, have they?
No.
Seems like a whole lot of overlapping there without much of a purpose.
Yeah, and you've got like those weird like folds like right on top of the knuckles. That's not going to help out either. Like I'm not a big fan.
It's the problem when you got nerds designing skins.
And it was obviously very loose as well. Like that's the whole point. It's got to be you gotta rein it in a little bit there.
Hooksy knows though. There it is. 3 for him. No, Roy is there to chime in. Can he save the AK though? Halzerk, he's got a dream. The jiggle peek. Oh, he gets the kill. Takes Acor out of the fight.
Slight bit of criticism here though. I think this is warranted. Because they've been playing well, Mad Lions, and they're in the lead, and they are well on their way to winning this 2-0 at the moment, I would say.
Okay.
If you're that far ahead, like if you're Hooksy, like jump off the roof with the AK and shoot while you're like that. Listen, you've got like imagine the brand potential there. Like just don't throw that chance away.
It's just flying AK.
Yeah, you're probably gonna win the round anyway. Just go for it.
You watch too many anime or something like that. He's just gonna go crashing into the ground.
Do have like a war cry or something while you're doing it. Just shout. Well, for another time perhaps. 13th round. Oh, Freiburg. Oh, the flashbang is so well timed, and yeah, there's nothing. I mean, again, it's almost time to save already. I can understand why they want to fight for it, but how are you going to get in here one at a time? Nice shot from Holzer to take down Hooksy. It actually makes it slightly doable, but it's so rough when you're coming up the ladder like that to heaven, or one by one, and just sort of walking in. That is almost never going to be a good idea. Bomb goes down. There's another Molotov on Roy, and yeah, they need to find a quick kill to make it 2-on-2, or they need to back on out, one or the other. Yeah, and it's been called, and I don't blame them. 9-4 in favor of Mad Lions. He's just,
dude.
This is one of the best things about watching. He just doesn't care.
Okay, and now they know where the op is, so they know that if Heath is anywhere, he's going to be trying to be close to the op so he can try and pick that up at the last possible second. Takes down Acor, gets the follow-up on Shush. Needs to win the duel, and he's not going to get the headshot.
Worth.
Bomb goes off. I mean, at least it makes it as expensive as possible.
Yeah,
for
but it
Mad
is
Lions.
so worth it. That Mad Lions are going to be laughing. They don't care. Even if it takes every single one of them.
Yeah, they've got money. They're going to have a full buy. Dignitas are going to be in a half-buy scenario here going into the 14th round. 9-4. Mad Lions on the T side just looking phenomenal right now. And so Dignitas VIE really struggling. Hopefully here with the Deagles they can do something fun.
Yeah, I mean, if it is down to that, right? I mean, some of the rounds have been based on something similar, so we'll see. This time it's headshots coming in from the Danes instead. Shush and Roy coming in with a couple of good shots there. And again, pretty measured across the rest of the map, just, waiting around. They're checking the smokes. They're making sure there's no one pushing lobby. And even Roy, who's now pushed down into the lower part of the map, he's sort of also just holding some of these angles. So push early outside, take a fight, then slow it down, wait and see what Dignitas do at the end. Oh, and Freiburg actually getting a bit of a lead there.
Yeah, that works. That's solid. Still a lot of time here, minute on the clock. And Refresh has got to be worried, seeing as how they had no presence in lobby. Oh, there it is. Finds Heap. Shush clearing out hell right now.
Yeah, I mean, they have so much time to go for this. There is, again, it's just smart use of time for Mad Lions. Check everywhere, see if you can find some kills. And again, at the same time, on the other side of the map, they are just sort of still frozen in place, making sure that there isn't anyone from Dignitas that's moving in and backstabbing them. So 30 seconds, still enough time. They're at mini right now with the bomb, so any second now they should be, making a cross into the bomb site. Freiburg is down to the low ground, and Harry's kind of close by. Maybe if they get the kill on Shush here, Harry could get up, but yeah, Freiburg not able to do it, and it's as a result, there's no entry. Shush, nice round, nice triple. 10 on the board all of a sudden for Mad Lions going into round number 15.
Well, are we going to see some aggression here from Dignitas trying to take that fight? It seems like they've had some success out in Yard at least. Could see if they can do that again. Or maybe just like, I don't know, just get aggressive, I guess. But really all I'm thinking is I just hope that they find that confidence. They're really struggling to get any kind of momentum going their way to win these duels.
Yeah, they won 4 in a row in the middle of it, and then...
Yeah.
And then we haven't really heard from them since.
Well, then, Peacemaker saw where that was going, decided to slow down the pace of the game a little bit with a timeout. Got his teammates to slow down a little bit, and I mean, that worked out wonderfully. And then Shush just ready.
Baited.
Ready. Yeah, the jabait was real.
Absolutely. Fresh got to be careful he doesn't get his face blown off here by Holzog on the other side. He's going to walk right in front, and it's a nice, an important kill. Let's put it like that. Oh, a huge gap in the smoke, and Freiburg able to track it, jumping through his forest, and he'll nearly get the double. Maybe a little bit sloppy from Madlines there again with the gap in the smoke. Now it's on Shush though, and he does not have the bomb. It's a 1-on-2. I'm surprised the Dignitas fought their way back in this. That double vent drop was actually super hard to deal with.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And now, I mean, you have a whole map. You have no idea where these guys are right now. If you're Shush, you can see clearly he's worried about every angle right now. Just going for bait responses as well. Checking everything. 40 seconds. At this rate, though, dude, you're going to have to just start cutting some corners here and running.
Yeah, he's being flanked, which is a little bit, I mean, a little bit dangerous, perhaps. Also, if it's the shot, no problem, then it's just a round one, and they're going to get up to 5. But, I mean, if Shush turned around and just instantly one-tapped you, that would be an issue. I think he's almost got it. The timing here is ridiculous. Holzog's been a step behind him every step of the way. I actually can't even believe that he hasn't seen him yet. 19 seconds. Is he going to go back and check again? The one thing that just can't happen is it can't end up a one-on-one here. Don't let him have that luxury. Bomb is going to be planted. Already Shush actually doing a lot here. He does have a Molotov as well, and they currently, well, they have a kit picked up there on Holzog, so that's something to work with. But Shush is, it's kind of surprising he's even got this far.
I'm so scared, Anders.
Well, there we go.
Oh, there's the shot. Okay.
That's important. Fifth round on the board for the Dignitas VIE side at the end of the first half here on Nuke, but still behind 10-5, and that is a real issue. They are going to have to show something truly spectacular on the T side on the second half, obviously. Otherwise, they are never going to get a chance to do anything here. We'll see if they can, and that is going to be coming up after the break, so stay tuned. All right. Here we are, second half, second map, Dignitas versus Mad Lions. And Mad Lions ended up walking away with a victory on that first map in quite a stunning fashion. Second map here, I mean, it's a bit more even, but I don't know. I'm not really feeling it out of Dignitas VIE at the moment. There's something lacking, and they don't have a lot of time to figure out what that something is.
I mean, headshots would probably be where to start, and that's a good one there. Roy getting tapped down. He is still in this fight, though. Acor is going to take down Halzerk from the CT spot. He is going to get picked off finally by Hera, but now Roy is still in here. Could be finding a shot. No, he gets taken down. Hera with 2. And this is big. Dignitas now with a 2-man advantage in the pistol round, setting themselves up for success on the T side.
That's so fantastically aggressive, isn't it? Just jumping out all the way into the yard. Yeah, this C-set 75, I mean, he's got some backup coming in here as well with the USP. They need quick headshots, and they're already getting them. Hooksy finally getting the one in there, but the bomb has been planted. Now he's going to get close with the CC, and I don't know, it is possible. Not easy. Oh, he actually reads that. Hooksy, what a nice read. Get another kill with the CC, and now it's on Heath up top, and yeah, he knows he doesn't want them in and actually defusing the bomb already. They don't have a kit, so they're going to have to get this fight against him really quickly, and he does check and see, and this is so smart. Yeah, as soon as he knows they're not defusing, he immediately tries to fall back. I still think they're going to have it, though, but that is, again, that's a round that Dignitas VIE need and must win. And somehow Mad Lions 2 versus 4, was it? Fight their way back.
I don't even know if that's such an emotional roller coaster. You're thinking, okay, Roy gets a headshot. All right, yeah, things are looking up for Dignitas. They start getting kills. Fantastic. They've got a 2-man advantage. Even better. Bomb gets planted. They got this. And then they proceeded to get just taken out one after another.
Yeah. I mean, it is, those are the rounds you just cannot let go of that easily, or maybe not easily, but certainly you have to find a way to win them. Pretty well equipped in this round, though. You've got to give them that.
Oh yeah. Now we've got that scout in play, but we have 3 AKs in the hands of Forest Heap and Harry. So there's a lot of firepower here on the side of Dignitas, almost as if they didn't lose the round. It's crazy how that economy works. But it is still going to be 3 rifles on the side of Mad Lions, 2 SMGs, and the nades are still somewhat in play. But Dignitas with a real focus out in the yard. A little bit of room being created here as Hera tries to charge in. Crossfire going to catch him, though. Roy finds one, Acor another. Acor gets traded, and there's Halzerk chiming in. Double kill until Refresh shows up on the flank. It's all on Freiburg now. Gets that nice clean headshot on Refresh, so it's a 1v2, but he's still got a long way to go in this round.
Especially without the armor. That's, yeah, you see the instant throw there. Not able to do anything. Trying to shoot that AK over, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
But ultimately, yeah, it will be the round for Mad Lions. And again, without the bomb plant or anything else, I think they're going to be just fine with it. Bit tough. Yeah, the aim punch there at the end is brutal to look at. And Refresh, yeah, he'd actually dived. He was down the vent pretty early on and just waited there. So up until that point, it was a great trade going on. But he settled that round right then and there. 12-5. All right. 4 more rounds, and Mad Lions will go for a very quick series victory here over Dignitas VIE, which, I don't know, I mean, we weren't quite sure what to expect, but certainly Mad Lions have proved that they still got a lot of punch left in them, even with the change. Oh, Acor! He jumped, turned around, and shot him up on the silo. I mean, I realized they don't have any armor, but still, it's got to be annoying.
Ooh, though. All right. Nice crispy headshot there from Freiburg. Crouch peek around the corner, gets it in there with the Deeg. Refresh, obviously still on the hunt. Hooksy looking for a target himself, but this is going to be down on the lower side now. Dignitas wondering. Freiburg is trying to get in position to help his teammate out. They know that Refresh could be around here in these halls, and there's still a chance. But they have no Kevlar, so it's going to be very hard for Dignitas to take a fight here.
It will be, but, I mean, Deagles, yeah, just one good headshot, 1-on-2, and then you've got it jumping around the corner. Good shot from Heath. That's all that really matters now. 1-on-1 Freiburg. He's actually been doing really well in this nuke map here, so definitely a chance. Smoke is going to make it a bit rough for him, though, with the Deagle. I mean, you could guess, but you never really know. Eventually, he's going to have to start shooting Refresh. Seeing right on top, he's got the right idea, but he can't quite see him. There is a kit on Refresh as well. And now he's just going to go and hold it straight in. M4 coming out on the other side. He's got a second left with the defuse, and the knife is out. It doesn't matter. Oh, man. Quad kill for Refresh. Yeah, and Freiburg, I don't blame him for that reaction. I mean, he had so much. Again, if he starts shooting through with the Deagle, and because the bomb is only just planted, Refresh can probably just go for the swing and kill him. So he goes to pick up the M4, which is such a sensible move, but just ran out of time at the end. Oh, I don't know if there were even bullets in the M4. Maybe that was the problem as well. Oh, God, we'll never know.
Yeah, some clear frustration getting shown there by Freiburg.
Who can blame him?
Yeah, who can blame him, really? I mean, you've had everything go against you so far.
It will land us at 13-5. 19th round is coming up here, and we've got Holzerk back on that AWP. He's 16-12, followed by Freiburg at 14-17 here. So Zion kills, I mean, some of those players, Forest as well. The three of them are pretty closely matched with the best of Mad Lions right now. But Heath and Harry at the moment are definitely a little bit further behind. Actually, if you look at the kills, it's kind of surprising that the scoreline is 5-13. I guess that's something to think about, and maybe that's a throwback to earlier in the first half and how many close rounds, the first 5 of them, basically, that Mad Lions won, but that were all down to sort of 2v2s. Nice catch. Evacuate that part of the map.
Nice try there from Roy, but that is appropriate from Dignitas. Multiple bodies out there, not going to let that escape happen. And so now, we may get simultaneous peaks. Yeah, 3 sides. Halzerk somehow survives. 11 HP, gets the kill on Hooksy. And that just barely brings it back. Man advantage for Dignitas now. And that was looking, I mean, at the same time, you had Acor swing. I mean, that was thought out from Mad Lions. How do we get out there and take the fight?
How is he getting these kills, Acor? It's so ridiculous. And just like that, you just said 4 and you didn't even finish the sentence, and it's a 1-on-3 instead.
Yeah, I'm actually a little flabbergasted right now. But that was so clean from Mad Lions, man. 3 guys peeking at the same time. Halzerk kills the guy at main, but you still had one in Detox and one in Spawn. It's really cool work, really cool team play coming in here from Mad Lions. After that, they won all the duels, but there was that detail that was cool.
I definitely agree. Heap, well, in heaps of trouble.
Hey, I was wondering.
Listen, I'm a dad. I'm allowed.
You're allowed to make these jokes.
That. I'll take that one.
Oh, you guess the bomb plant too. That's actually a huge win.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the little bit of money, right? You do need it. Some damage there on the Mad Lion side. You get some couple of kills, but it is still the road back. It's so far away right now. They've got the max loss bonus. They have got the bomb plant there as well. So yeah, they're gonna have money to buy, but 14-5.
Yeah, very long way. Very long way. You hope that they at least get like one more round here to Dignitas, so that it matches the score line on Overpass at least. Balance. Right?
Yeah, symmetry.
Symmetry.
We like that.
16-6, 16-6. Right now, it is definitely feeling like Mad Lions' show. Forrest was trying to make the play against Roy last round, but this time it's Harry up here on Silo, trying to see if he can catch somebody out in the open. Not going to be the case. Roy has learned. He has adjusted. And so the smoke wall going down outside, but that's not where the action's going to happen. Dignitas wrapping on inside. And what's going on here? Refresh was thinking that there might have been some kind of quick play to vents, and instead he's just going to be holding.
Well, they got Shush downstairs, and he's going to go check the vents regardless, so that they definitely know that no one's down there by now. Some noise outside. Freiburg, deep swing, but he's not going to check everything, and Roy's just back here. Again, not a position they played very much out here in the garage, and, you can't really check everything, but yeah, it's annoying that their defense is so variable on this map, as it was on Overpass. Roy goes down. Acor's at the meantime picking up Heap, and now it's a 3-on-4 refresh with a kill, taking down Harry. So all of a sudden, Holzerk and Forest, 2-on-4, 45 seconds left. They do have the bomb, but I don't know how much that is actually going to help them at this point in time. Nice shot. That will help. That's what you need.
There you go. Start winning some duels like that, hitting hard shots. That's excellent. Refresh will be the man on lower, though, and he's going to hit this timing impeccably. So they know exactly where the remaining player is. He is out in the open, nowhere to go. Halzerk, unfortunately for him, will get overwhelmed. Shot in the back, and it will be match points, 10 of them for Mad Lions here on Nuke. That is quite the lead. They keep getting these bomb plants. So, I mean, Dignitas have still got money to buy, but I think Peacemaker's face says it all.
Yes, yeah, but you're right, though. I mean, the last 5 rounds they won in a row here, Mad Lions, 4 of them have been defuses. So that is worth thinking about. But again, it seems like not that much of a consolation prize, is it?
Dude, after that pistol round, man, just kicking the pants.
I mean, I don't know how. Yeah, it's just hard to celebrate, isn't it? Even if you're getting like a little bit more money out of it, you're like, yeah.
Well, that's unfortunate for Roy. Overcomplicating things.
Just saying, everyone you know died in the car crash, but the insurance is really paying out. Thanks.
Fantastic.
That's amazing. Roy with yeah, an early death in this round. He's been pretty proactive outside. It's been Shush and Refresh leading, but again, the rest are not really that far behind. But yeah, they've been doing a good job. Refresh so far showing himself to be a pretty valuable member of this team. Acor up here. Very dangerous when Harry's down behind that red container. If he's scoped up the wrong way, he could just be dead without ever even realizing he was shooting at him. And that's looks like it's seconds from happening, but somehow not yet. There we go.
Harry's going to get the spot. On the site, though, it is going to be Hooksy. Finds the first kill. Oh, what a spray transfer! Takes the second. That's where it ends, but that was sick.
Yeah, that looked cool, didn't it? It's like that's what you have to do, right? But actually doing it is not that easy.
It's so cool to see it come together. The number of times you see guys try, and it just, it's like, oh, it's so close. But to see it actually come together, that's really cool. And, well, because these rounds have been so close, the money is not fantastic for Mad Lions. And so Dignitas pick up a 6th round. And okay, then. We're going to get the 4th spy out of Mad Lions. No respect. Double AWP, 3 Deagles. Let's see. Do Mad Lions stop him here? Do we get 16-6, 16-6? Or do Dignitas manage to get one more round past, well, 1 or 2 more rounds after overpass? Because obviously if Mad Lions lose this, they're going to be a bit short on cash.
Yeah, it could be some interesting rounds being run back from Dignitas VIE if they can survive this one. And I mean the way you win, or at least get into overtime on maps like these, if you're this far behind, generally it almost requires that a team like Mad Lions sort of lose focus and say, oh, it's already won or whatever. Like, it's fine, guys, just have fun. We've got this, right? I can't imagine Peacemaker will let them do that for more than like half a round before he's gonna crack the whip and say, like, you know, focus. There's no reason to give this away.
Well, that spotted. Okay,
right.
so now they know that Halzerk is wrapping ramp.
Hooksy,
Wait. How is he? What?
Yeah.
What happened there?
Miscommunication, or maybe Roy just didn't trust himself and thought, I thought I saw something, but I don't want to call it if it's wrong. But yeah, from our point of view, definitely looked like he had confirmation. And
whoa, that was weird.
Yeah. Well, they'll have to sort it out later. I don't know. Work on that communication. They don't have any kind of internal issues, obviously, right? Like they all speak Danish. It's fine.
This is true.
But Dignitas has got, you know, Swedish and Norwegian.
How good a Danish do you think Peacemaker is getting now?
He's been hanging out for a while.
He's been there for a few years, right? So
I don't think it's helping. Listen, Danish is.
I mean, to be fair, it is Danish.
A crazy language. So,
it is.
You know.
You guys do make life hard on yourselves.
Yeah, it's. It is like we have weird Danish language encryption, so people just can't.
Yeah, well, I mean that's the thing. You would have a really hard society to infiltrate and influence. Because it would just be instant.
Yeah.
You would know a faker immediately. There's just it wouldn't be possible.
Also, there should be no reason to infiltrate. We don't have any natural resources or really anything at all.
You got Greenland?
Yeah, well, that's true. For now. I'm not holding out for that. I'm sure eventually someone will take that off our hands. Roy with a CC inside of the smoke, living life dangerously. The upside, well, there was no upside.
It was a slight amusement for Forrest, some entertainment for him.
Yeah.
Listen, if it makes Forrest happy, I'm all about it.
If it makes him happy, if it makes you happy, it can't be that bad. Sheryl Crow song from way back in the day.
That's a throwback.
Anyway, yeah, they're just slowly edging across the map here. All right, through the smoke yet again. But there should be really no way to throw this away now for Dig, at least this round. And I think we're all just waiting now for Mad Lions to find a round where they pick up a good entry and then roll from there. And that should be super doable. Don't let him have a rifle or anything like that. It isn't. Yeah, just he's got the AK. He's still fighting. I don't mind that they're giving him the space there. I'm assuming if they got the bomb down, they would come and look for him anyway. Even this round, not that much money for Mad Lions.
Half buy again.
Yeah, should be.
You're just building up right now. You have such a lead on Mad Lions. You really shouldn't be feeling too stressed out about the situation. Give yourself some Deagles this round, because you never know with Deagles. Things can get crazy fast. And then just focus on the next one. That should be the name of the game here. And yeah, we're going to get a little bit of team play in action. Acor can set up his teammates with those flashes. And all 5 outside for Mad Lions. YOLO, let's go. No fear, only dreams through the smoke, charging in, and they should be hearing this Dignitas. They're hearing the footsteps, and they know it is time to move on to this A site. Freiburg is there to take out Acor. First to fall for Mad Lions. 4 players remain for Mad Lions. And, well, Harrod just going to go ahead and remove Freiburg.
I still really like that from Mad Lions. That grenade outside strategy is always for. Oh, that's a nice shot. Taking down Holzerk. Can't follow it up, though. Refresh coming in from the high ground, crouching in. Yeah, but he's already been spotted, so they know what's coming. And again, from Dig's point of view, just keep it cool here and don't give this away. It will be a little bit expensive. I mean, team kill in there as well. They don't really care about losing rifles anymore. That is not a concern for Dignitas VIE at all. But here comes the first real test in about 4 rounds.
Yeah, a fully equipped Mad Lions now. This is what you're going to have to deal with if you're Dignitas. So now we get to see, as Acor has enough. He should have enough for a full set of nades, yeah. Going to pick that up. We have a couple kits in play. Well, Mad Lions now. It's 15-9. Dignitas running it back a little bit. And again, early aggression on Salo from Harry. That's definitely becoming the norm. He's going to be the one trying to create some room out here, trying to draw attention outside while his teammates are occupying lobby and hoping that Mad Lions were going to try and play aggressive. Not going to happen this time. Mad Lions showing some discipline.
Yeah, and I mean, this is where, again, you would expect someone like Peacemaker to be sort of rallying the troops a little bit and saying, you know, it's been fun, but now don't give this up for free. That's just, you end up in overtime now. That will be really deflating to the Danish squad for sure. Or peeking, and Shush probably lucky to be alive. Getting some good damage in on Holzerk, but he could have been dead right then and there. And they still take the ramp. And at a minute left, there's a lot of ways to go with this ramp push here. Wonder if Acor will start to feel the pressure outside, because they could wrap around that way too. It looks like they're just going to go straight down, and that is dangerous. They have a lot of grenades, though. Ooh, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, they could get the kill on Shush right here.
There's an off angle, though. Yeah, unbelievable. Oh, I thought he got that second one. Freiburg barely there, and Forrest hits a headshot on Roy. Huge opportunity now for Dignitas, and this is actually, it happened so quick that Mad Lions, I don't even think they go for the retake. Unless they get a kill within the next 5 seconds, they should just be backing off and saving their guns.
Yeah, it's not worth it, is it? Yeah, so they really were relying on Shush and Roy to do a bit more.
I really thought Shush had the second kill there. That's unreal.
Yeah, I think he even thought that probably. And here's the thing, though, as well. If they don't use a Molotov to force him out like that, Shush and Roy, instead of getting picked up one at a time, they have a crossfire, right? Because suddenly Shush is going to be attacking them when they're more or less in view of Roy, and then that defense works a little bit better and is a little bit more rational as well. So, yeah. Doesn't really matter if they lose rifles here at all on the T side. They are going to get up to 10 rounds. Again, from 15-5 to 15-10. I mean, that's a good trend to build something off. Mad Lions need 1 out of the next 5 rounds. Just, again, it seems so doable, but we have seen these kind of comebacks in the past. It's been a while, though.
It has been, but that would be fitting. That would be so sick for Dignitas. And then third map, Inferno. Give me more of that Inferno. King of Banana.
Listen, I'd be interested to see how that plays out. Again, I think part of what we're seeing here, especially with Dignitas, you were mentioning, sort of with some new players, new coach in there. Yeah, there's going to be some time spent building a deep map pool for sure, and I'm sure that's not going to be easy. As it isn't for many teams these days. Grenade goes really short, but Acor's bullet definitely connecting really well, taking down Holzerk. So that's a good start for the Danish side. They are all downstairs except for Heath, who's up there controlling lobby on his own.
Not Harry, interestingly enough. But all 3 together as the smoke clears. There's the peek. There's the spot from Refresh. And you can see Shush getting in position. This is about to get really interesting. Shush is there to help his teammate out, and he needs to find the second kill. He does. Looking for the third, spots him, and gets it. 16-10.
Wow.
Final score, Mad Lions get the job done in 2 versus Dignitas VIE. And, well, Dignitas VIE, this is double elimination. It's worth mentioning. Double elimination format here. They are not done yet. So if you're a fan of Force, you're a fan of Freiburg, you're a fan of those guys, they're not out of it.
No, definitely not. But yeah, a strong performance from the Danish side. Took a while to close the door there, but ultimately, yeah, they put on a really good show. So love to see Mad Lions still play. I think it's great fun. We'll have the desk obviously coming up after the break, so stay tuned.
Dignitas VIE mauled across 2 maps by the Mad Lions. Called them mauled lions at times, other times. Mauled, of course, you know, used in 2 different scenarios here. But a strong win all the same. Freiburg clearly frustrated as they came in with Vendetta telling us that this was going to be, in fact, a more competitive map. It was, slightly, but not enough to push Dignitas VIE to the win.
Not that much when you consider, like, again, yes, this was a map that they're supposed to have history on. Mad Lions is still a pretty new squad. I don't think you can make a lot of excuses. This actually felt like one of those promos for a big combat sports. You know, the champ just warming up on a speed bag.
That's right.
Yeah, it was rough for Dignitas. I do like the fact that they were swinging back. I like the fact that I'm seeing Hauser get multi-kill after multi-kill in a lot of different rounds.
Sure.
I don't like the fact that he wasn't successful in finding any opening picks across both maps with that AWP, and he had that AWP in his hands majority of the time, if not a pistol, because he couldn't afford it, right? So a little more impact from Hauser, and maybe things could have got going, but a 5-10 first half, that's asking for a lot to make a comeback on the T side of things.
Well, certainly a strong start for Mad Lions as well on their quest to defend their Flashpoint's title, especially with these swaps. I have to admit, I was a bit skeptical of them coming in, but, you know, when we combined the win over Fnatic yesterday and IEM, this extremely convincing win today, they're looking like a team that might do some damage. Based on what you guys have seen, What's your take? How far do you think this Mad Lions team could go with a couple days of replays and demos now able to be viewed and games under their belt?
If I add in the result at IEM beating Fnatic, who, listen, they're one of the favourites for this tournament, I think they have the potential to do a little bit like what they did at Flashpoint 1. Come in as maybe a dark horse or a sleeper, but you have so many games, so many matchups, so many best of threes, you can scrim people, there'll be a week off before the playoff. That's time to actually build up. So if in a month from now you can be at top level, that's when you win the money.
What do you think were our upper limits here on Mad Lions? Can they take down? Can they take down a team like Big?
Can they win the whole tournament?
We know they can take down Fnatic, so they could be top in this group. To be fair,
they could be top in this group, and I like the fact that we're seeing A-Core look so deadly. He looked like he was smurfing across both of these maps, and that's great for Lions, right? But they haven't had a real challenge quite yet. We can't consider this series a challenge. When they are challenged, I want to see how Hooksy reacts. I want to see how A-Core reacts. Traditionally, historically, that's when A-Core gets a little bit more quiet. This time around, I do think it's going to be different. Can they win? That's a long shot, I think.
A long shot. Well, speaking of the man who was smurfing, Freya has our smurf in residence, A-Core, over here for the interview.
Blue. Thank you very much, Monty. Yes, I do indeed. A-Core, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me. Massive congratulations on that win, first of all. I just wanted to get your initial thoughts of this Dig lineup. Obviously, we're seeing some new players coming in for them. How different was it for you playing against these guys versus the previous Dig lineup?
We can definitely feel like some of the new players doesn't have that much experience as we do as a team. So definitely some lack of experience.
And in terms of your own role as well, obviously we saw Bubsky departing the team earlier on in the year. Has that kind of given you a bit more freedom, a bit more freedom of movement in terms of your own role? Can you kind of talk me through how you've been developing as a player? Because you looked incredibly dominant here today.
Bubsky leaving the team has definitely been, it's made more space for me as a player. I have a lot of space. I could do whatever I want. Most of the times, so I have a lot more space to do, and the team is they're setting me up a bit more than we used to do. So that's great for me.
Yeah, let's talk about that setting up. Obviously, you've got Hooksy as your new in-game leader now. So what has that been like? What's the integration process for him been like, and how has he been working with you guys as a team?
It's really great actually. He's spending a lot of time just coming up with stuff. After a 10-hour practice day, he's still watching demos and preparing, fixing his own individual level and stuff. So, and having a kind of a play style around me most of the times when we're not playing out from Anti-Strat, basically playing around me most of the times.
Yeah, and I want to ask about Refresh as well. Obviously, another new member of the squad too. So what's it been like sort of working with him, having him fill in for this new role? How's that all been working?
It's been really good actually. He kind of has the same mentality as Hooksy. Really good, really hard workers, both of them. Spending time on the game after practice as well with teammates and just individual level as well. So it's been really great working with them so far.
Well, I believe just before we head back, I believe the desk have a couple of questions they wanted to ask you as well. So guys, take it away.
Number one fan of A-Core, Potter, would you like to ask a question?
Actually, oh man, A-Core, I gotta ask. I know you're saying you've got a lot of freedom. How has your practices been going? I know people don't tend to play their practices to win, but are you finding that versus the upper top 10 teams, are you finding that much freedom, that much space still, or has it been a bit of a challenge for you?
Practice is I have even more space to do what I want.
Of course.
I have a lot of space to basically try out all my peaks and all the stuff that I have in my mind. So practice is just practice is practice.
All right then, big boy. If it's going so well, you beat Fnatic yesterday. They're in your group now. A lot of people say they're one of the favourites for the tournament. Can you tell us now, is Mad Lions going to win Flashpoint 2?
I feel like we have a really great chance of winning Flashpoint.
What has changed the most after you guys added Hooksy and took out Asilian in terms of your tactics and your approach to the game?
I feel like we are playing a bit more loose compared to having Asilian. We have a bit more not as many set plays, but like a bit more, just a bit more loose play style where we can do what we want and make plays and basically more freedom.
Makes sense.
I have another question. I'm sorry. I have to interrupt. A-Core, I know you guys focus a lot on the boosts down in secret, even boosting you towards ramp. And I know a lot of teams, even in the top 10, they don't bother with those kinds of small details, those steps, because in that moment, in those choke points, that's a lot of pressure. But you guys seem to always go through the extra steps to take an extra second and do the boost, and it pays off hugely for you. Has that been something that you guys had to actually really focus on and get the players to calm down and go through the motions of the boost, or is it just naturally easy for you guys in those tense moments?
It's been like a work in progress. Most of the times it's been kind of stressed sometimes when we take secret control and stuff. So it's like when we take secret control, we gotta like freeze a bit and then let me do the peaks and get boosted. So it's just a work in progress.
Well, one final question just before we let you go, A-Core. Obviously, you mentioned another team in your group is going to be Fnatic, but we've also got Contact as well. And I was speaking to Neil M. He is very confident that those guys are going to be topping the group. So I just wanted to get your final thoughts on them before we say goodbye.
No comment about them. Sorry, they have no chance of beating us.
Well, confident words there to be closing it out. Thank you so much, A-Core. Massive congratulations on that win once again. And with that, let's throw it back over to the desk.
All right, thank you. I love the confidence from Mad Lions. And you know what? I like it when they verbalize the confidence and also play with the confidence like we saw in that last map. Certainly looking cocky and backing it up after their last couple of wins across tournaments in the last couple of days.